Welcome to video. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go through paper 2 mathematics for 2023 external. So be with us up to the end as I'm going to go through the entire questions except question 2C, that is on construction. So construction, I'll find time when I will answer all the questions for construction because I'm going to be using a different software. So for now, let's just solve those questions that are non-construction questions. So without wasting your time, let's go to question number 1. Okay, so question number 1 in this paper was as follows. First of all, we're starting with section A, which has got 20 marks, and there are two questions which both need to be answered, and each question has got 10 marks. So I'm going to show you how you solve these questions if they came in an exam. Okay, with that being said, let's go to question number 1. So question number 1 is, question number 1A is evaluate 100,001 base 2 divided by 1011 base 2. Give your answer in base 2. So how do you solve this one? You solve it just like the way we solve numbers in base 10. So what we do is we're going to come up with a flame. Okay, we're going to come up with a flame like this one. Okay, then we're going to write this number here just like we do in whatever written. Okay, we write this number like this, then 1 1 not 1 1 but 1 0 0 0 0 1. Okay, then we do the actual division. So we divide this number by this number, which is going to be what we do is we divide 1 and the 4 zeros. So 1 0 1 1 into 1 0 0 0 0 will go one time. Okay, to go one time. So we're going to write 1 like that. Okay, now once we have written 1 like that, then the next thing we're going to do is we multiply that by 1, which will give us, remember we just ended at the last 0, so we're going to 1 multiplied by 1 0 1 1 will give us 1 1 0 1. Okay, all right, so what do we do? We subtract now. This should be 1, so we subtract. So 0 minus 1, it can't, so we need to borrow. Now you can see there are 3 zeros that are coming after that is 0, so meaning we are going to borrow from this one. Then when we borrow, we cancel it, we remain with the 0 here. Then we have 2 here, we remain with the 0 here. Then we have 2 here, we borrow 1 from 2, we remain with 1. We have 2 here, we borrow 1, we remain with 1. We have 2 here, we borrow 1, we remain with 1. Then we have 2 here. So 2 minus 1 will give us 1. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. 1 minus 0 will give us 1. Then 1 minus 1 will give us 0. And 0 minus 0 will give us 0. So we know that 0 is on the left side of the number. They don't have value. They will just be, the number will still have the same value. So what do? We drop this one here down. Then we have this number, which is 1011. So 1011 divided by 1011 will give us 1. When we multiply 1 by 1011 will give us 1011, like that. Then we subtract. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. 0 minus 0 will give us 0. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. Okay, now since we have gotten the zeros here down, that means our calculation has ended. Therefore, we can say that dividing 1 0 0 0 0 1 by 1 0 1 1 will give us 1 1. Remember, these are in base 2. I was supposed to be indicating the base number. Those are in base 2. So they'll give us 1 1 base 2. So basically that's how you subtract that. That's how you divide those two numbers in base 2. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. I'll be glad to respond to them. Otherwise, we go to question 1b, which is as follows. A box contains 4 transistors of type A and 12 transistors of type B, all identical. If the transistor is selected at random from the box, what is the probability that it is of type B? Okay, so meaning these transistors are similar because of this word identical. They are similar, so it's very difficult to tell the difference. There is some similarities. Okay, so even if you put your hand in the bag, you start feeling them, there'll be some similarities. So which means it's not easy to identify that. So when you pick at random, what is the probability that it will be type B? Okay, so we have got type A and type B in the bag. So now what is there is, how many are type A? There are 4, plus how many are type B? There are 12. So altogether in the bag there are 16 transistors. Okay, so how can we get the probability? So the probability we are going to come up with is type B there are 12, and altogether in the bag there are 16. So we're going to come up with the formula, which is probability is equal to how many in the bag? 16. How many are type B? 12. So we say 12 over 16. Then what do? We have come up with the raw, I can say raw probability. What we need to do is we reduce it to the lowest term. So we can say equal to, which number can go into 12 and 16 before I say equal to? That is, the number that can go into 12 and 16 without leaving a remainder is 4. So we divide both numbers by 4. Okay, then we say equal to, so 12 divided by 4 will give us 3. 16 divided by 4, 16 divided by 4 will give us 4. Okay, so 3 over, so the probability is the probability of, and in fact I was supposed to say probability of type B is equal to, or transistor B is equal to 3 over 4. That is the probability of transistor type B, of the type B transistors. Okay, now that is the answer, and that's how we find the probability. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, this is how you do it. Okay, we come to 1C. 1C, which is a house bought for 200,000 kwacha, appreciated by straight line method at 5% per year. What will be its value after 4 years? Okay, after 4 years. So how do we calculate this one? So first of all, what we need to do is we need just to find, we need to use the formula of simple interest, okay, which is I is equal to principal times rate times divide times time, principal times rate times time, divide by 100 is equal to, we want to find the appreciation for that one particular month. So what do we do? One particular year. So what do we do? Principal, that is the cost of the house, which is 200,000. Then 200,000 kwacha. Then times the rate, that is 5% per annum. So we could say times 5. Then we are calculating for 1 year. We say times 1 over 100. Then we say equal to, so 1 and that 0, 0 down, and this 0 up. So we can cancel that out. So then we say this one, which is with 100, we say 1 into, we are remaining with 2,000. 1 in 2,000, it will give us 1 into 1000, it will give us 2000, then times 5. 1 times 5, it will give us 5. That is the 5 we have put here. Okay, now once we've done that, we have dealt with this 100 down, so there is no need to have one denominator there. So we say 2000 times 5 will give us 10,000. Okay, 10,000 kwacha. This is the appreciation of the house in 1 year. This is the appreciation of the house in 1 year. Okay, so the question is, what will be the value of the house after 4 years? So what we're going to do, we're going to multiply the appreciation of the house in 1 year by 4, which will give us 40,000. Okay, to give us 40,000. So this 40,000 is the appreciation of the house after 4 years. So how do we find the value of the house after 4 years? So we're going to get the principal, which is 200,000 plus 40,000 kwacha. Sorry, I'm forgetting the units, which is 4 kwacha. I'm forgetting kwacha. Even here I haven't written kwacha. It should be kwacha everywhere. And even here where it's 2,000, it should be kwacha. Okay, now we add 200,000 plus 40,000, which will give us 240 kwacha. 240,000 kwacha. That will be the value of the house after 4 years. So the house will be valued at 240,000 kwacha. Okay, so basically this is how you find, or this is how you work out this question. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go to the next question. Okay, question 1D is as follows. So question 1D is as follows. The following question 1D is as follows. The following diagram is a cylinder with radius 7 cm and height of 5 cm. Take pi to be 22/7. Okay, take pi to be 22/7. So the actual question is, first of all, you need to study the actual question. First of all, you need to study the diagram. Then after you study the diagram, we have got the diagram there. Then you can come to the actual question, which is what is the total surface area. Okay, so how do we find the total surface area of a cylinder? Okay, I want someone to share with me the formula in the comment section of cylinder. Which formula do we use to come up with the formula for the cylinder? Okay, so the total surface area of the cylinder, I'll start for you. I'll write TSA. This is total surface area of a cylinder. Okay, now how do we write the formula? Okay, Okay, how do we get? I'm checking on the comment sections. I want to see if there will be someone who will be commenting so that I can also talk. I can shout out to those who are commenting their answers. Okay, so I hope there is none. Let's go ahead and come up with a formula. So the formula is we write 2 pi, okay, 2 pi r, 2 pi r h, where r is radius, pi is given, r is radius, h is height, then we say plus 2, then pi r squared. Okay, now once we have come up with this, then this is the formula. The other one we can use is, we can use the one that is factorized, which is we test, then we say 2, then pi, because pi is found in both and 2 is found in both, we write it as a common factor. R, we say r, then we open bracket, then we say h plus r. Even this formula can work as well. Okay, h plus r. So we are going to use this one where we're going to say, now what do? We write 2, okay, then pi, we are told pi is 22, so we say times 22 over 7, then times, how much is the radius? Let's check the radius. The radius is 7, so we say times 7, then times height. This is the height, which is 5 centimeters. Sorry, let me include the units because they are very important in determining the answer. Times 5 centimeter. Okay, then we say all of that plus, open bracket, then we say 2, then pi, that is times 22 over 7, then times 7 centimeter squared. Okay, so that is the formula. Now we can now we have written everything, we have replaced everything. Okay, so now we can cancel this 7 and this 7, then we multiply 2 by 22 will give us 44, okay, which is times, here we are remaining with 1 and here there is 1, so 1 into 22 is 22, so 2 times 22 gives us 44. Then save 1 centimeter times 5 centimeter will give us 5 centimeter squared, all of that plus, then again here what we do is we multiply that one, 44, 2 times 22 give us 44, then over 7, then we expand that because I want, as I cancel out numbers, I expand 7 centimeter squared, which is going to be 7 centimeter times 7 centimeter. Okay, that means this 7 and this 7 will cancel each other out, leaving us with 1 here, and here down there is 1. 1 into 44 will give us 44. So we multiply that, we say 44 times 5 centimeter squared will give us 220 centimeter squared, then plus 220 centimeter squared. If my answers are wrong, you can still comment in the comment section, but those are the correct answers. Then we say 1 times 7 centimeter, so we say 44 times 1 centimeter times 7 centimeter will give us 7 centimeter squared. Okay, then we evaluate that, 7 times that, 7 times, so we say 7 times 4, okay, let me write first this, 220 centimeter squared plus, then 7 times 4 will give us 28, so we say plus, okay, we say plus 8 will give us 28, so we write 8 carry 2, 7 times 4 again will give us 28, plus 2 will give us 30, so is that 3 Yeah, is that 308 centimeter squared. Okay, I don't know if my calculations are wrong, but that's what I found. Then we combine, we add 220 centimeter squared plus 308 centimeter squared will give us 528 centimeter squared. Okay, because we are adding, there is no way of adding these exponents here. There is no need, you just maintain the same exponent, which is 2. So this is the answer, 528 centimeter squared. Please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section, and if you have missed somewhere in my calculations, you can also rate me. Okay, we come to question 2, which is calculate the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 9 sides. Calculate the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 9 sides. Okay, so how do we calculate the sum of interior angles of a polygon with 9 sides? So the formula we use is open bracket n minus 2 close bracket multiplied by 180 degrees. Okay, so what we do now here is we replace n by the number of sides. Okay, so whether you're given number of sides or you're given number of angles, if you are given a question, in a question they are saying the shape has got 8 angles, what you need to do is you pick you pick that 8, whether it's angles or sides, as long as that, because the number of sides and the number of angles are equal in any shape. Okay, a rectangle has got 4 sides and 4 angles. Pentagon has got 4 sides and pentagon has got 5 sides and 5 angles. So just like that, the number of sides are equal to the number of angles. So if you are given number of angles or number of sides, you can use any of those sides or angles. So now what we do, we are given 9 sides. So where there is n, we put 9 minus 2 in brackets, then we say times 180 degrees. Whether you put a multiplication sign between the bracket and 180 or you don't, it's just the same. Okay, so we have 7 times 180 degrees. Okay, so let's multiply. So we say 180 degrees times 7. Okay, times 7. All right, 7 times 0 will give us 0. 7 times 8. 7 times 8. What answer is it going to give us? Is it 56? It's going to give us 56. So we write 6 carry 5. 7 times 1 will give us 7 plus 5 will give us 12. So 12 degrees. So 1260 degrees is the total sum of interior angles, which is 1260 degrees is the total sum of interior angles of a polygon with 9 sides. Okay, we come to question 2b. Given that P is equal to 6, 0, 3, negative 9, and Q is equal to 4, negative 1, 0, 5. Find Q minus 1 over 3P. Okay, let me see how you can solve this one. I'm just giving you 30 seconds. Try this one. Otherwise, I'm coming to solve it. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let me see answers in the comment section, please. Okay. All right. Okay, let's start. So we have got that question. Let's start. So we say, what do? We write that expression, which is Q. Sorry, Q is too big. So it's a Q minus 1 over 3p. So how do we go about it? So what is Q? This is Q. So be careful. Don't just say because this is the first matrix, then you put it first. No, they sometimes interchange them. So Q is that one. So that's the one we're going to start with. So we start with that matrix, which is 4, -1, 0, 5, 0. Okay, 0, 5, close bracket, minus 1 over 3. Then the matrix that is there is P, which is 6, 0, 3, -9. Okay, so if you have been a keen follower of our page, we solved something like multiplying in paper 1. Paper 1 2024, we solved a question that needed to multiply a scalar by a matrix. So I demonstrated how you do it. So I'm going to continue to do the same thing. So first of all, I need to deal with this expression here. So I'm going to just rewrite this one, which is 4, -1, 0, 5. Okay, then minus, I'm going to put that sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 1 over 3 by each element in this matrix. So I'm going to come up with something like this. Let me just get rid of okay. So what I was saying is I'm going to do this. I'm going to rewrite that, which is 4, -1, 0, 5, then close bracket, minus, then I'm going to open bracket, then I'm going to say 1 over 3 times 6, close bracket. Again, I'm going to say 1 over 3 times 0, close bracket, then 1 over 3, so this matrix should be big, times 3, close bracket, then again 1 over 3 times -9. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. So what do? I close this again like that. Then next I'm going to rewrite this matrix, which is 4, -1. I hope I haven't changed. Okay, it's 4, -1. Okay, then 0, 5. Okay, then close bracket, minus, then I find the value of that. So how do I deal with this? So meaning 1 over 3 times 6 will give me 2. Okay, it's more or less like I divide the denominator of this fraction by this number, which is 3 into 3, it will be 1. 3 into 6, it will be 2. Okay, so 1 into 1, it will give us 1, times 2 will give us 2. So the answer is 2. Okay, so in other way, the tricky part here is this. You just divide this number, which is a whole number, by the denominator of this fraction. So we say 0 divided by 3 will give us 0. Okay, then we say this 3 divided by this 3 will give us 1. That is the answer. Even in an exam, you should do that. -9 divided by 3 will give us -3. And that. So that is the matrix. After multiplying matrix P by 1 over 3 will give us 2, 0, 1, -3. Then we subtract. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a big matrix. So when you're subtracting, corresponding elements are the ones we subtract. We subtract following corresponding elements. So this 4 here will be, this 4 will subtract with this 2. So we say 4 minus 2, we can put them in mini brackets. Then we say negative 1 minus, so we say negative 1 minus 0. Okay, so we subtract 0 from negative 1. We also put them in mini brackets like that. Then we say 0 minus 1. Okay, then we say again, these should be in mini brackets. Then we have so we say here we have 5 minus negative 1. So we have 5 minus negative 1. Okay, like that. Then what do? We say equal to, then we come up with a final matrix. So 4 minus 2 will give us 2. Negative 1 minus 0 will remain with negative 1. Okay, then we come here, negative 1 minus 0. Then we come here, so we have the negative, and 0 minus a negative will leave us with a negative 1. Then here, this is 3. Sorry, this is 3, not 5. This is 3. So negative and negative, they are following each other. They become a positive. So 5 plus, so it's going to be 5 plus 3. Positive, negative times positive will give us positive. So that will be 8. So that will be the correct answer. Okay, that will be the correct answer, which is 2, negative 1, negative 1, 8. Okay, unless if you have got questions. If there are no questions, basically that's how you solve that one. Okay, so earlier on I said I'm not going to answer 2C because I don't have geometrical instruments. However, I'm going to organize. There is a software that I use in this computer that uses that. So I don't want to jump from another software to another software. So I want just to prepare the geometrical work for another day. Okay, we come to question 3. So that is section B. Okay, so there, if you have answered questions like that, that means you have hammered the all 20 marks. We come to section B, which has got 30 marks. Remember, the entire paper has 50 marks. So the instructions are as follows. There are 6 questions in this section. Answer any 3. Each question carries 10 marks. Just like in section A. Okay, so just answer 3. Now, for the sake of revision, I'm going to answer all the 5 questions. So just stick around and follow as we answer. Okay, because of lack of time and also some other issues, people would want to go and do other things. I want to just be a bit fast. If I'm too fast, you tell me, I will slow down a bit. Okay, we come to question 3A, which is find the product of 3, 2, 1 base 5 and 4, 2 base 5. Give your answer in base 5. So how do we multiply? We just do like the way we do in base 10. Okay, in base 10. So we write them just like the way we write in base 10. Then we multiply. So for reminder, we can put that is base 5. Okay, so we can go ahead. Then we start multiplying. 2 by 1 will give us 2. 2 by 2 will give us 4. Now remember, I'm writing these numbers because they are less than 5. So 2 by 3, that is 6. 6 in base 5 is so how many times can 5 go into 6? It will go 1 time, remainder 1. So I'm going to write 1 here. Then I carry 1 here on top. Is there any number I can multiply? No. That means I'll drop that one down here. Just like the way we do in base 10. Then how do we do it? We write the 0, a place value order. Then we multiply. 4 by 1 will give us 4. Then 4 by 2 will give us 8. So how many times can 5 go into 8? It will go 1 time, remainder 1. Then I'm going to write, I'm going to write 1 here on top, so that after multiplying 4 by 3, then I should add 1. So 4 by 3 will give us 12 plus 1, 13. How many times can 5 go into 13? It will go 2 times, remainder 3. So I'm going to write 3 here. So what did I write here? I said 4 times 2 will give us 8. So how many times will 5 go into 8? It will go 1 time, remainder 3. Here they should be remainder 3, not 1. So here it's 3. Sorry for that. 1 is the one I had put here. This one was for the first one. I can even delete it. Now I multiplied 4 by 3, which is 4 by 3. This one gave me 12 plus 1 on top, 13. How many times will 5 go into 13? It will go 2 times, remainder 3. Okay, so the 2 is here. So 2 times remainder 3. 3 is the one I wrote here. Then I say, is there any number I can multiply? No, so to drop down like that. Then what do? I'm going to add. Okay, then 2 plus 0 will give us 2. 4 plus 4 will give us 8. How many times can 5 go into 8? It will go 1 time, remainder 3. So we have 1 here on top. So 1 plus 1, it will give us 2. 2 plus 3 will give us 5. How many times can 5 go into 5? It will go 1 time, remainder 0. So we put 1 here. 1 plus 1, that is 2. 2 plus 3, 5. 5. How many times 5 can go into 5? It will go 1 time, remainder 0. Then we have 1 here. Okay, 1 plus 2 will give us 1 plus 2 will give us 3, and that is the 3. Okay, and all that is in base 5. So multiplying 3, 2, 1 in base 5 by 4, 2 in base 5 will give us the answer, which is 3, 0, 0, 3, 2 in base 5. Okay, you make sure the number of the base is written is smaller so that there is no confusion. We come to question 3b, which is a company pays its workers at the rate of 30 kwacha per hour for 40 hours per week, and the rate of overtime is double time. Calculate the total wage that Mubelesi received for a week in which he worked for 60 hours. Okay, very good. So we have this hardworking man, Mubelesi, worked for 60 hours, so almost half of the normal time of the week. That just not almost half of the time of the normal working hours of the week. So how do we find this? So to find the wage, we're going to say wage, okay, is equal to normal time of working plus overtime. Okay, so what is normal time? So when a person works for a normal time, he works for 48 hours, and every hour he earns 30 kwacha. So that means we're going to say the normal time is 30 kwacha times 40 hours. Okay, the whole of this I'm going to put it in brackets. Then we say plus overtime. We are told overtime is the amount is paid is double. When we say double, that means whatever is paid, whatever is worked for in an hour for a normal time, times 2. Okay, so since here we are told that they are working for 30 kwacha, that means overtime they're working for 60 kwacha. So we can open bracket and write 60 kwacha in advance. Okay, then we are told to say Mubelesi worked for 60 hours. Okay, so since he worked for 60 hours, we subtract 40 from 60 will give us 20, so times 20 hours. Okay, all right, so we say 30 kwacha times 40. Okay, so we just see ignore the zeros. Ignore first the zeros, these two zeros, ignore them. Then we multiply 3 by 4 will give us 12. So we carry the quater sign and we write 12. Okay, now see the zeros we ignored, they are 2, so we get them, we add 2 zeros to the answer. So that means in a normal time, every worker who works for 40 hours, he gets 1,200. Okay, then we say plus overtime, we do the same thing, we ignore the zeros. Okay, then we multiply 6 by 2 will give us 12, so we say 12 kwacha, or 6 kwacha by 2 will give us 12 kwacha. We remember the zeros we ignored, the 2 zeros, then we bring them back. Okay, then we have got 1,200 kwacha. So 1,200 kwacha plus 1,200 kwacha, this will give us sorry, I shouldn't forget the kwacha sign, should give us 2,400 kwacha. This is the amount or the wage of Mubelesi for that particular week where he worked for 60 hours. He doubled the salary. Okay, that's a benefit of being a hard worker. Okay, I know majority of the people are hard workers, but some, the conditions are not favorable for them to earn like that. Okay, here we are not trying to do politics, here we are solving mathematics. So we come to question 3C, which is the table shows the corresponding values of x and y. Okay, study the table. Before we go to the question, study the table. Okay, I hope we have studied the table. Now we come to the actual question, which is find the function that describes the relationship between x and y. So I want to find the function. Now here there is a lot of calculations that are supposed to be done. So for the sake of space, don't worry, we'll start from here. So here we are going to come up with the function. So the function we're going to use is we're going to write a function which is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, that is, so what do we do first? So next, let's find the gradient. So y is equal to mx plus c. So where m is the gradient. So first thing, let's find gradient, because x and y will remain like that in the equation, in the functions we're going to get. So let's find the gradient. So for us to find the gradient, we're going to use this formula, which is gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so we can come here. So let's use these, which are whole numbers. Please, in an exam, the essence of solving mathematics is not about making it difficult, it's simplifying. So please pick numbers that are simple to manipulate. Don't get those numbers that are difficult. So let's start with y. We will pick these two numbers down here, which is 4 and 6. So we're going to say 6 minus 4 over, then for x, we're going to pick these numbers which are on top, which is 4 minus 2. Okay, so here what I'm trying to do is I'm picking bigger numbers. As you can see, this table is increasing as you go to the right. Okay, so that's why you see I picked 4, subtract the number which is on the left. Okay, then we say 6 minus 4 will give us 2. 4 minus 2 will give us 2. Then what do we do? We divide 2 by 2 will give us 1. So which means the gradient is 1. Therefore, when we come this side, we can say the gradient is equal to, or the function is equal to y is equal to 1. Where there is m, we put 1, x plus c. Okay, now remember I said x and y will remain just like that. So what do we do? So we concentrate now on the constant, which is c. We find the value of the constant. Okay, so what do? We are going to get the same equation that is there. So we're going to get the same equation that is there. So we say y is equal to 1x plus c. Now let's take it that let's say y is equal to 0 and x will be equal to -3. So where there is y, we put 0. So we say 0 is equal to 1, then we multiply by -2, x, where there is x, we put -2 plus c. Okay, so how do we do it? We say 0 is equal to 1 times -2 will give us -2 plus c. Okay, then how do? We put like terms together, then we say 0 plus 2 is equal to c. Okay, then how do we solve? So 0 plus 2 will give us 2, which is equal to c. So here we have found that the constant is 2. So c is equal to 2. So we say y is equal to 1x plus, so where there is c, we get this number, which is 2. So plus 2. Okay, now there we have come up with a function. We are not yet done. We simplify the function. 1x is just the same as x. So you can say y is equal to x plus 2, and that is the function. So that is the function. We can even write it here as an answer. Y is equal to x plus 2. Okay, that is the answer. So please, if you have got questions, ask in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll be glad to respond to them. We come to question 3b2. Find the value. Is it b or c? 3c2. Find the value of b. Okay, so when you come on the table here, you notice that we have got the letter b here. Okay, so what is the value of b? So when y is 2, what will be the value of b? Okay, so b, we know that b is carrying the values of x. Okay, is carrying the value of x. So where there is x, we can put, so we can come up with an expression which is the formula we found is here. So we're going to use this formula we found here, which is y is equal to x plus 2. Okay, then let's replace these numbers. So we replace where there is y, we put 2, where there is x, we put b. Okay, so that we find the value of b. So where is y, we put 2 is equal to b. Where there is x, we put b, because that is the value of x given. Then plus 2. Okay, so what do? We put like terms together. So we have 2, then these 2 close the equal sign and become -2, which is equal to b. Okay, then our question is 2 minus 2. When we subtract 2 from 2, what do we remain with? 0, which is equal to b. So the value of b in that table is 0. Okay, the value of b is 0. When y is equal to 2, x will be equal to 0. Okay, unless if you have got questions. If you don't have questions, that's how you solve it. Please ask in the comment section, and please, I encourage you to share this live video which I'm doing now. Please share with your friends. Let's bring a lot of people on board. We'll be very grateful to see a lot of people coming to watch our video, and we are going to be very encouraged. Okay, we're going to be very encouraged because as we start, we know that the numbers will not be great, but we hope that as we continue to do it, we're going to increase by number, and that can only happen if you share these live videos with other people. Please, we are down on our knees, share this link to this live video with your friends so that they can come also on board. Remember, sharing is caring. And we want to tell you something. Easy Learning Z, what we believe in listening from the people. If I want to be great, I need to get advice from people. I have to be ready to hear the views of others, more especially you viewers who are watching, because this thing is meant for you to impact your lives positively. So if you tell us how this is impacting your life, we'll know how to handle. Even when you ask us to improve, we'll definitely do that. I'm a person who doesn't really take any advice in negative or positive form negatively, because I know my growth is in your hands. So please, let's continue. Okay, let's continue with television, but continue sharing and also giving us a feedback which will help us to grow. Thank you so much. We come to question 4a, which says solve the equation 3 open bracket 4x plus 1 close bracket is equal to 5x plus 31. Okay, so let's go ahead and to solve that. So I'm not going to copy this. I'm just going to start evaluating. So what I'm going to start with is getting rid of the bracket. So I'm going to say 3 by 4x will give us 12x. Then plus 3 by 1 will give us plus 3. Okay, then which is equal to 5x plus 31. Okay, so what do I do now? I put like terms together. So I'm going to write 12x, then 5x will cross the equal sign and become negative 5x, then which will be equal to 31. Then this 3 will cross the equal sign and become negative 3, like that. Then I'm going to evaluate. So I'll start with 12x minus 5x will give us 7x, which will be equal to 31 minus 3 will give us 28. Okay, now at this time, we divide both sides by 7 because we want to remain with x on one side of the equal sign. That means we need to get rid of 7. So we divide both sides by 7. So we say 7 out, leaving us with x. Then we divide 28 by 7, which will give us 28 divided by 7 will give us 4. And that is the answer. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section, but basically that's how you find the answer to that question. Okay, so that's how you solve that question. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. We go to question 4b. Remember, we're going to solve all the questions. All the 8 questions will be solved except for construction, which I've already skipped. Please keep in touch with us. We'll have one day where we'll collect all questions on construction which we have left in papers, then we'll solve them, and we also pick others that we will find. So make a date with us on that day. I'm not going to tell you the day. Immediately I complete compiling all the construction questions, I'll definitely tell you when we'll do the revision. Okay, we come to question 4b, which is express 0.008879 in standard form correct to one significant figure. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do is we need to round off this number to one significant figure, to nearest non-zero number. So we can say 0. So we say 0.08879. Okay, so we round off this number. We say we get rid of these numbers. So this one, meaning we add 1 to 9. So we can write 0.009. Okay, we add it because 8 is greater than 5. We add 1 to 8, it becomes 9. Okay, then what do we do now? We move the point so that it is like this, 1 decimal. We have one significant number. Okay, so it comes here. Okay, so meaning we have 9 multiplied by 10. Then how many steps has this decimal point moved? So how many spaces has this decimal places moved? Is 1, 2, 3. So we say 10 raised to the power of negative 3. So that is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. 9 times 10 negative 3. Okay, unless if you have got questions. If there are no questions, that's how you go about it, and that is the answer you get. Remember, it is one significant figure. So this is the one significant figure 9 we have. Okay, and it is in standard form. Okay. All right, so please use the comment section. In Tonga we say mwana otambwi takomeni, meaning you can't grow without being told, so without being collected, without being directed. So please continue writing in the comment section. We want to grow as Easy Learning Z Mathematics. We come to question 4C, which is the exchange rate between the British pound and Zambian kwacha on a particular day was 1 pound is equal to 19 kwacha 50 ngwe, was 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. How many pounds were exchanged for how many pounds were exchanged for 39 for 3,900 kwacha, for 3,900 kwacha. So what we do is we want to find how many pounds. So we want to find pounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide 3,900 kwacha divided by this exchange rate, which is 19 kwacha. So we divide 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. Okay, so if you want, you can do the proportion one where you say 1 pound is equal to 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. Okay, then we say now how much will be 3,900 kwacha. We don't know. We put x, then we cross multiply. Okay, when we multiply like that, we come up with this, which is I have here. Okay, or you come up with something like 19 kwacha 0.5 x is equal to so here there should be 19 kwacha is equal to 3,900. Okay, then what you do is we remain with x on one side of the equal sign. That means we're going to divide both sides by 19 kwacha point. Now I'm telling you the same thing that I'm doing there. So 19 kwacha, then here again we also come up with 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. Okay, so meaning as I was demonstrating that, I ignored these stages, I ignored these parts. So I just came straight forward to that. As you can see, this is just the same. Okay, it's just the same. Okay, so you can do that, or you can go with that and then to give you. So we divide the exchange rate by the total amount of money that is there. So what we can do is we just see, focus on, we ignore the zeros, then we focus on 39 and 19. So we know that when we divide 39 by 19 kwacha 50 ngwe, it's going to give us 2. Okay, it's going to give us 2. 39 divided by 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. We say 3 divided by 19 kwacha 50 ngwe, or 19 kwacha 50 ngwe into 3, or 19.5 into 3, it can't. 19.5 into 39, it will go 2 times. Okay, is there a remainder? No remainder. Okay, there is no remainder, so meaning this one and this one will be cancelled out. Okay, without remainder. Have we used the 2 zeros? No, so the 2 zeros we put them to the quotient we found, which is 2. So oh wait, not pounds, sorry, not pound, not kwacha, but pounds. Okay, so it's going to be 200 pounds as an answer. Okay, so sorry if I got confused in any way, if I made you confused. So how do you solve this one? Let me start once more again. I'm not going to talk about proportion thing here. No, I won't talk about it. So erase everything I said about this question here about proportion, or erase it, remove it. Okay, I guess you have removed. So what we're going to do now is Okay, we start all over again. So we say this amount, so what do? We get the amount of money, which is 3,900. Okay, 3,900 divided by the exchange rate, which is 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. Okay, 19 kwacha 50 ngwe. Then we say we ignore the kwacha sign, or we say kwacha sign cancels each other itself. Then we say 19 into 3, it can't. 19 into 39, it will go 2 times. Then is there any remainder? No. Have we used the zeros? No. So we put the 2 zeros to the quotient because we haven't used them, and we put the pound sign like that. So 3,900, converting it into pounds, 3,900 kwacha, converting it into pounds will give us 200 kwacha. Okay, we come to question D, 4D, which is given the simple interest I, rate of interest per annum R, and time in years T, complete the flow chart to calculate and display the principal P. Okay, so what we can do is this is what I'll tell you. I don't know if the data will fit. So if we get the same formula of interest, let me say simple interest is equal to, this is the common one we use, over 100. So we make 100, so we make P the subject of the formula. That means cross multiply. Then we have got that is P R T is equal to simple interest times 100. Okay, so we want to make P the subject of the formula. That means we divide both sides by RT and this side RT. Okay, then we say P is equal to interest times 100 over RT. Okay, because RT this side and RT this side to cancel each other out, leaving us with P. Okay, so this is the formula. However, there is also a formula where you just say P is equal to interest over RT. Now here, what you need to do is you need to convert the rate, the percentage that is given. If you are using this formula, you need to convert the rate into decimal number, okay, which is so inconveniencing. So I prefer someone using this one, okay, because you can even rate it when you are finding rate. So you can say is equal to, then we say interest times, sorry, what am I writing here? Why have I skipped? So what we are given, oh sorry, so we are given the interest, which is I. We are also given rate, we are also given time. Okay, then here we enter the formula, which is principal is equal to interest times 100 over RT. Okay, this is the formula I'm getting. Then when that is processed, then what will be the product? We're going to have principal. Okay, bear with me if the spelling is not okay, but I'm trying, I've skipped any here, so please bear with me. That is principal. That's how you find principal, like that. Okay, that way you find principal. So when you want to write the word principal, you write it like this. You write it like this. INCIPAL. That is the word principal. Okay. However, that's what you enter in this to complete the flow chart. If there is a question, I'm here to answer them. Please Let's continue sharing the link with others. We are on question 5. We have reached the middle of the questions, so we try to be a bit fast. So the Venn diagram shows the elements of set X, Y, and Z. Okay, so we can start the diagram. So the question is, list the elements of X union Y complement intersection Z complement. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to divide these sections. We have got the first one, which is X union Y complement, and then we have got Z complement. So these are the elements of these are the two sets we need to mention. So when we say X union Y complement, that means we need to exclude every member of this set. Okay, any element that belongs either in X or Y or in both shouldn't be included. So this set will contain something like, let me just use this. So this element will have something like 1, okay, 8, 11, then 12, then like that. Okay, those are the elements. If you have left any, you can remind me, but those are the ones I've copied. Then we come to Z. So I'm going to erase this so that we are clear. Okay, so I'm going to try also to use a different color. Okay, so here we have any element that is found in Z, meaning any element that is found in Z is not included. So meaning here, what do we include? We start with there is no 0, so we start with 2, 3, 4, then we have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, then we have 9, then we have 10, okay, 10, apart from 10, so we have 11. Oh, sorry, so not 11, 12, sorry, 12. Okay, so we have how many members? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So set Z complement has 7 elements. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. So we have copied all. So we close. Okay, now remember, now we want to find X union Y complement intersection Z. So what will be the members of element of that set? Okay, so we say, is 1 found in Z complement? No. Z has got a lot, so we say, is 2 found in other set? No. 3? No. 4? No. 8? Yes, we skip 8, so we write 8. Then we say 9, is 9 found in other set? No. 10? No. 12? No. Oh, 12, yes, sorry, 12, yes. 12 is found in both, so we write 12. Okay, so 11 is not found in both. Okay, so that is the set. Those are the elements of X union Y complement intersection Z complement, which are 8 and 12. Those are the two elements. Okay, we come to question 2, which is Y union Z complement union X. So again, we divide this statement. We have Y union Z complement is equal to, then we also have X is equal to. Okay, so again, we go on the sets. We bring the set to be a bit visible. Let me just remove whatever I shaded here. Please bear with me. I want to make it clear with you so that if you are confused anywhere, you can ask, so that my explanations can be all that clear with the demonstration so that you don't get confused. Okay, so let me use a different color here again. So we start the open bracket. So we say y union z complement. So y union z complement, so we are talking about these elements not being included. Anything that is in z or y shouldn't be included. So we have got 2, then we have got 8, comma 8, then comma 10, then we have comma 12. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 elements that do not belong either in y or z or in both. So we can close this one, or maybe let's see, remove this first, then 12. We close bracket, then we lab this one so that we trace the element of y. Again, the element of y. So this one is, let me see, question 2 is element of x, so we trace the element of x. So x is here, this is x. So in x we have got 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. Okay, we close bracket like that. Okay, so now what do? Now we come here, we list the element of y union z complement union x. Okay, so we put these elements together. Now remember, we should just record each element once. So 2, even if it's in both, we will record it once. Then we have 4, even if it's not found in another set, we record it. 6, remember it's union set. Then we have 7, then we have 8, then we have 10, even if they are found in both, we will record them once. Then we have 12, then close bracket like that. Now those are the elements of y union z complement union x. So that means it has got how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. Okay, unless if you have got questions, otherwise without questions, let's go to the next questions. Please remember to write your questions in the comment section. Okay, we come to question 5b, which is the table shows the time in minutes that 25 learners took to arrive at school. Okay, we have those who arrived between 1 to 10 minutes, there were 3, 11 to 20 minutes were 6, 21 to 30 minutes, there were 5, 31 to 40, 7, 41 to 50, 4 learners. Use the information to complete the following frequency polygon. Okay, so we can start from this part, which is 1 to 10. We are told there were 3 and it is marked. Then 3 to 20 or 11 to 20, there were 6, it is marked. Then 21 to 30, there were 5, so we are going to mark it here. Sorry, let me just make, okay, so we say 21 to 30, there were 5, so sorry, so we're going to, I don't know what has happened. Okay, we put a mark there. Then we say 31 to 40 minutes were 7, so we come on 7 and we mark 7 here. Okay, then 41 to 50, there were 4, we come here. Okay, so we connect the chart, so we need to have a ruler please, I'm just demonstrating. My demonstration might not be so perfect. As you can see, I'm struggling with the way to demonstrate, but we need to get a ruler and mark on the line. So we draw a line like that, then like that. Okay, that's how the graph should be. Okay, if you have got questions, ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that's how you complete this graph. Okay, we come to this question, which is solve the simultaneous equation. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, we will rewrite this. I'm going to use substitution method. So I'm going to substitute for x. Okay, so we say, where do we start? We say x okay, we say x minus y is equal to 1. Then I say x is equal to, then 1, y crosses the equal sign and become plus y. Okay, that means x is equal to 1 plus y. Okay, so now I've substituted for x. So what do I do now? I'm going to use this equation down to say 2x plus 5y is equal to 16. Okay, so what do we do? Where there is x, I put 1 plus y. So we say 2x open bracket 1 plus y close bracket plus 5y is equal to 16. Then I evaluate this. 2 by 1 will give me 2 plus 2 by y will give me 2y plus 5y is equal to 16. Okay, then I put like terms together. That means I'm going to have 2y plus c. So I want to put like them together. So I'll add that. 2y plus 5 will give me 7y, which is equal to 16. Then these 2 will close the equal sign and become minus 2. Then we say 7y is equal to 16 minus 2 will give me 14. Then I'm going to say divide by, I want to find the value of y. So I'm going to say I divide both sides by y, by 7, sorry. 7y, I want to remain with y. That means I need to get rid of 7 and remain with y. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. So these 7 will cancel each other out, leaving me with y, which is equal to 14 divided by 7 will give me 2. So the value of y is 2. Okay, so now I have found the value of y, which is 2. Then the next thing I'm going to do is, let me find the value of x. Remember, this is simultaneous equation. That means I'm going to get the equation which is on top, which is x minus y is equal to 1. So I'm going to say x. Then what is the value of y? We found the value of y to be 2 here. We find the value of y to be 2. So where there is y, I'll put 2. Then we say minus 2 is equal to 1. Then I'll put right terms together. I'm going to have x is equal to 1. Then this negative 2 will close the equal sign and become plus 2. Okay, then we say x is equal to 3. That is the value of x, which is 3. The value of x is 3. Okay, so like that, I found the answer. You can try these numbers to put them in any of the equations. You'll find that the answers, they will balance the equations. So y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. Okay, so basically that's how you find this answer. Wow, that's how you solve these equations. Thank you so much for watching. Please keep on watching. Be with me. We come to question 6a. A watch costs 50. Okay, there is just something that has come up. Please, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. We'll finish up. I wanted to finish up this, but looking at time, the time was gone. So we are going to finish next time we meet. So tomorrow again around the same time, I'm going to go live to complete this paper. So please, thank you so much for watching and continue to be with us, and look out, if the weather will be okay by 20 hours, I'll try to be live again and solve the entire paper again to complete it. But I don't promise that I'll do it, because most of the time I'm finding it difficult to go live around 20 hours because the network is usually poor and sometimes there is no electricity. So please just stick around. Every time we have electricity, I'll always be going live solving questions. Thank you so much for watching. It has been Easy Learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless you. Remember, sharing is caring. Let's promote revision, this program of revising. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and see you tomorrow or this evening as I try to go live. Immediately I'll see the network will be okay, I'll be live to complete the entire paper. Thank you so much. God bless you.